Hello YouTube, welcome to Marine Breeders Vlog number 1. Yeah, we've changed the name, felt that it was more representative of what we wanted to do with this vlog. The idea behind this is supposed to be that I'm going to basically be logging or vlogging some of our issues, successes, and other things. I hope to be able to put clips of video of our system and other interesting things that go on. I tried to do that this week. I wanted to show you guys our broodstock setup and how we're doing things, but unfortunately the equipment I have right now, the files aren't compatible, and I tried converting them and whole big deal, and just didn't work out. We currently right now though, we are using old retail unit C-Clear brand acrylic cubed systems. We have 4 of them. Each one has 3 cubes. That gives us a total of 12 cubes plumbed into a system. I believe the total volume is somewhere around 100 gallons or so of system volume. I don't know. After having them for more than a year now, I'm not really sure how I feel about that. I know everybody else usually uses they use just regular 10 or 20 gallon aquariums, and they drill them, or even 15 gallon aquariums, and they drill them and plumb them into a system. This is what we had available to us. It was something that was free, so it allowed us to give a low setup cost to try this. So this week I had one of the best Orange Ocellaris hatches I've ever had. It was absolutely amazing. I don't know if it was because we switched over to having them lay on tiles, and it's the tiles that gave us the better hatch, but I would estimate it was somewhere between 200 and 250 larvae that we had hatch, and that wasn't even all of them. Some of them didn't even hatch, so you know, there was the potential for much more. But we definitely have a larval tub full of Orange Ocellaris, and unfortunately those are not a big seller for us. I know for a lot of other people that they are. For us, they so far have not been. Actually, the black and whites are our best sellers. So although this is a good accomplishment for us, and I'm kind of proud that, you know, we've gotten to the point to where I'm no longer getting 30 or 50 fish at a hatch. I'm now getting a good large nests and a good 75% of them hatching. But I want to talk a little bit, I guess, about the black and whites. I also had a black and white nest hatch this week, and that black and white nest never hatched properly, and I'm not really sure why. The previous nest from this one, it was not a large nest, but it wasn't a small one either, and I had about 75 hatch out, and when it was time to go to the juvenile grow out, I had about 59 that went to juvenile grow out. It amazes me what the difference is in the black and white Darwin type Ocellaris and the regular Orange Ocellaris, and the size of the nests, the quality of the nests. I noticed with the oranges, they seem to have real tight, compact nests, and I get a real good, much better hatch rate, always have since we started this, than we do with the black and whites. So I'm not quite sure what that is. I know I had spoken with Matt Peterson in the past, and he said that everybody seems to have some problems. That's why you've got to run more pairs. I'm just kind of curious as to why the inconsistency. So yeah, we'll see what happened. We only ended up with 7 or 8 or 9 larvae off of the black and whites. Pathetic, I know. I have a much bigger nest that's supposed to hatch at the beginning of next week, so we'll see how that one pans out, and hopefully we get a nice larval tub full of black and white larvae. As I said, that's more in demand, not to mention you make more per fish than we've been able to do with the Orange Ocellaris. And just as a side note, so that people know, we are not selling a whole lot to the retail market. We're actually supplying fish to eye-catching corals. And if you guys get a chance, check Jimmy out. If you're a retail pet store, he's got excellent corals. So, yeah, there you go, Jimmy. A little plug for you. Yeah, we feel that at this point in the stage with us, it's in our best interest to be able to sell a majority of our fish to one source. I don't really have the time with maintenance accounts and everything else going on to be going around store to store locally. Not to mention there are quite a few other hobbyists in the area that are selling to the stores and have basically driven the prices way down. So for me to go around and sell 50 fish at a time when I can sell a couple hundred to 500 fish at a time, and basically get the same amount of money per fish on the Orange Ocellaris, it just seems to be a lot better for me personally at this point in stage to just sell on a distributorship level. So one other thing I wanted to talk about, this episode wasn't going to be very long this week because I don't have the cutscenes and things to be able to put in. I'm still looking at to whether I want to get a DSLR camera and use that for filming cutscenes to put in of our systems and different things, or if I want to buy a video camera, an actual camcorder. So let me know your thoughts on that. I'd like any recommendations that you guys might have. Also, tomorrow being Father's Day, I sort of wanted to take a moment and thank my father. My father, Lee Meadows, has been an inspiration to me. He was self-employed most of his life. Did occasionally work for others, but was mostly self-employed. When I was 10 years old, he got into the pet business, and that's really what drove me into this business. I'll be 34 this year, and so for almost 24 years now, I have been on the retail side of things, the wholesale side of things, maintenance account, and I gotta say that his work ethic really inspired me in the way I do things. I don't give up, as my business partners can attest to. Many a person told me I should just pack it in and go away, and you know, my father always taught me that if it's something you want to go for it and do it. So I've been exploring over the last 6 years the different aspects of the business, and I thank him for all that inspiration and knowledge that he gave me. Him being able to spend money on saltwater fish back when it was very new. We were right there at the early 90s when things were just really starting to take off. I can remember being a freshman in high school and people actually wanting to talk with me about saltwater fish at our pet store. And so I appreciate that, Dad. I hope you see this, and I hope you know how I feel about this. So, alright guys, I'm going to end it this week. I promise I'm really trying hard to get better content and to try to make things better. It's been kind of hectic the last couple weeks. But if you would, please follow us on Twitter and like us on our Facebook page. And we will see you guys later. And don't forget to subscribe and give me a thumbs up. Talk to you later. Bye.